time for another camping trip. Right now we're getting ready to run some last minute errands, get some propane filled, and we'll be heading to Greenbo Lake State Park in Greenup, Kentucky, which is the closest state park to where I'm at, about 20 miles away, so it doesn't take long to get there. It has a nice campground. Always has good folks that camp there. Lots of kids, quiet in the evening, so that makes it nice lake. We'll give you a view of all that. So right now we're gonna get some propane, and then we'll be headed that way, and we'll take you along with us. So oh, by the way, this is the 4th of July weekend. This is the first time in about 15 years that I haven't had to work as an EMS director at the events for the 4th of July weekend. So I'm excited to escape that and actually be able to spend time with my family, not down on the riverbank at the concerts and all of that. Even though that can be fun, it's still a lot of work, and it's hot. And here I can relax, watch some TV, enjoy the holidays with the family. So today is Monday, July the 2nd, and we'll be gone until the end of the week. And again, we'll take you along with us, and so you can see what's going on. We'll talk at you later. Well, we're set up in the campsite, backing in. I'm not very good at that, and it took a little effort, but we got in where we needed to be, and I didn't hit anything. We just finished getting set up, and Shelly and Emily are over at the shower house taking a nice hot shower. I'll be doing that here in a little bit. I've got to run out to where we have cell service at the boat dock and order my dish TV so that we have some TV. We do get one of the local channels here, and it's sort of iffy at times, so we set the dish up, and I'll give you a tour of the campground here so that you can see how we're set up. Same basic configuration we always have, just a different location, and I'll give you a look around so that you can see that. But it's about, well, I don't know what it is, it's like 3/4 to Hades hot. Woo, children. And heat index is like way off the heat index chart, so it was murder. You can see, did a little sweating, a bald head sweat, getting set up, but now we're set up. So I'm going to go take care of that, and then I'm going to go get a shower. Quick look at the campground. I think you'll find it to be nice and big, gravel lot to park a camper, lots of room, particularly in this area. Every campground has a picnic table and a nice fire pit. It's 30 amp service, and if you look back in the background, you'll see a picnic shelter there. That's only to be used by the campers, so you see a lot of families getting together, or multiple families over there having big cookouts and things like that. Plus the park does things, and that's where you meet to do their activities. You can see it's really nice. There's the satellite set up, of course, and plenty of room. We're not crowded at all. It's very beautiful. A quick view of part of the boat docks. We'll come over to get some firewood and stuff. See, it's a beautiful lake. It's a small lake compared to most of the state parks, but it's still big enough for pontoons and john boats, motorized boats. I'm pretty sure there's a speed limit on part of it, but but it's very nice. You can rent pontoons here. You can do all kinds of things. Paddle boats, I don't think so. That's too much work, but you can see out through there. It's really nice. So that's just a view of the lake. Good job.
These are do it.
I know. If I had those kind of shoes on, I could step in the water.
Yeah.
What do you see in there? Well, we have Emily and I out here in the evening. We're playing with horses, and we have the bug light set up so the skeeters don't get us. But check out this sunset. It is absolutely beautiful. Emily pointed it out to me. I didn't realize it. But
Yeah,
it is
just like
absolutely
last time.
beautiful.
Just like last
So we're going to
time.
sit here and we're going to watch a little TV
Yeah. That's for a little bit.
right there. And we're going to play horses. Yeehaw. Well, it's Tuesday morning, so I decided to slip down to the lake while everybody's still asleep and take my hand at doing a little fishing. This is a beautiful lake, as you can see. It's a nice lake. It's quiet. Not a whole lot of activity this early in the morning. That would seem that that also applies for the fish, who I guess are still sleeping in, because it's a lazy, hot summer day. Well, we get back from fishing and the family decides we'll just take a walk through the campground. So we'll show you a little bit of that. There's 102 campsites here. Over 40 of them are full hookup. They're all nice, all well equipped. It's beautiful. There's a creek that runs right through the middle of the campground, which is really nice. So as you can see, it's a really nice place to come camping. Okay, we've come up to get some firewood. You can get firewood at the state park, but it's $7 a bundle, and there's about 8 pieces in it, and it's small. It looks seasoned, but just outside the park is a place you can get 10 pieces for $3. It's pine, and it looks like it's not very seasoned, so we'll see how it burns, but it's worth a try, because I'm cheap, and cheap is good. I'll spin this around and give you an idea of where we're at and what it looks like as we pull out of here. And we're getting out of the where we bought the firewood. You can see it's a honor system, which is pretty cool for us, which is cheap compared to the state park. And then there's your firewood. See, so that makes it pretty nice. And now we're just going to back out of here and try not to hit anything. And we'll start down the road here. But this is a little place that's just at the top of the hill, just as you come out of the state park. So it makes it nice. And you can see, put that up there a little bit. You can see a little better as we come out. There's a little campground also, but it only holds about 6 or 7 campers. Now the drive back into the park is beautiful. There's a one-room schoolhouse that's been here, I don't know, just early 1900s or even earlier than that. It's a beautiful place. We're just going to drive down through here. As I will learn later this afternoon when I start the fire, cheap firewood is not always the best firewood. It is pretty unseasoned, and it wants to smolder more than it wanted to burn. So we mixed it with the park firewood, and it does pretty good then. So, but lesson learned, quit being cheap sometimes, Tom. Yeah, it's 93 degrees with a 103 degree heat index, and yes, I'm building a fire because I promised to grill corn on the cob and dogs. So here's the start. I'm still standing. So far, so good. But wow, it's hot. All right, last ear of corn. Let's get it out of the water.
Okay.
Oh, that ain't it.
Ah.
There it is. Okay, hold it. Come up here.
Oh, that is a very big one.
Yeah.
Peel that
Peel that off there. And peel that off there. Rip them plumb off. Hold on. Yep, get that one too. You don't need that one on there. We were prepping our corn that's been soaking for a couple hours, and we're going to get the husk out. Hold on. The husk out, and then we're going to wrap it in aluminum foil, put it back in soaking again until the fire's ready for them to go on, and it'll take about 25 minutes.
Yeah, the fire already on.
Yeah, the fire's already on. You're exactly right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't need to do
So
more.
now we're just going to peel these down some so we can get to the husk, and then let me get to the husk, and I will let you pull the husk. Okay?
Can I peel one piece?
Uh-huh.
Is Bubbles' leash out here?
Is it on the table? If not, it's in there.
Yeah, it's hooked over there to the table.
Okay.
Right here.
Yeah, let me come out and get it.
Okay?
All right. I guess the dog has to pee, so. But I'm in the middle and can't handle that, so they're gonna have to do that while Emmy and I are getting rid of the silk and getting it put back together and back in the water.
Yeah. And put that on.
Yeah, and put aluminum foil on. I like to put the silk back or the husk back on and then wrap it in aluminum foil. I think that helps it to steam better, and that's what we're looking for, is it to steam better.
Don't get nervous.
Okay, hold on there. Get a hold of that, Emmy, and pull that off there.
Ugh, that yuck.
That is yucky, ain't
It's
it?
kind of like pumpkin.
It kind of is sort of like pumpkins on the inside, isn't it?
Yeah.
Uh,
Ew. So gross.
It's gross.
Yeah. Ew.
Hey, Bubbles.
Uh-huh.
Why are you?
Had a bad end on there. We'll just pop that right off.
I left my flip-flops in the car.
And so we're getting that done. Now what we'll do is we'll get all these silks off. This had the top had an issue, so a lot of the silks are stuck on there. So we're getting that done. That's how we're going to do our corn seed. Looks pretty good. So now we have little silks down in here, but that's all right. We'll what we're going to do now, we'll close this all up, and then we'll wrap it in aluminum foil and put it in the water. Then we put it on the fire. It's going to heat it up, and it's going to steam. Of course, the wet silks and the aluminum foil will protect the corn from the fire, from the campfire, and the water that's inside will turn to steam, and in about 25 minutes we will produce corn that is ready to eat. Yes, baby.
I need to close it. Papa, do not close this lid yet.
Do not close it? Okay. So don't close it tight so that water can get in there once we put it in, and I don't need that much aluminum foil on the end there.
Yeah.
All
And
right,
then,
put that in the water, girl.
okay. There we go.
Yep, need a little help there. There we go. Shake it up a little bit. All right, and that's how we get the silk out of corn before we grill it.
Yeah.
All right, give you a good view. We've got a pretty good fire going. Got a pretty good coal base. I threw some wood on. We've got our bushes, baked beans still in the can. They're going to end up being the smoke, because that smoke's going to just infiltrate that and give them a wonderful taste. And then we've got the corn. We're going to rotate about every 5 minutes and turn. It's going to be good. All right, so there you go. Okay, 5 more minutes, and these come off, and we'll put hot links on. It take about 5 minutes. You can see that's really starting to look good. The baked beans are, I just stirred them so they quit boiling, but they'll boil again. They're boiling good. So corn on the cobs, baked beans, and hot links on hot dog buns. Going to be a good. And this, folks, is a Greenbo campfire dinner. Fresh grilled corn on the cob, baked beans, and hot links, and all the mess that goes with it. A little time at the playground, and walking around the creek. Let's see if I can zoom in here. I don't know if I can or not. You can see, yeah, there's a good view of the minnows. See them? Very nice.
Yay, that's so much fun.
Well, it's 4th of July, and I've got some family coming out for picnic, and that's sort of the nice part about local camping on the holidays. You can have family get-togethers, so they'll be coming out, and we're going to do some hamburgers and some hot dogs on the fire, which ought to be fun because the heat index today is supposed to be well over 100 by the time we start. But we're set up. We have a fan, so that'll be good. That'll help keep everybody that is outside cool. I got the stove set up, and of course the fridge is decorated, as you can see. Thank you, Shelley. And so I've got the fire pit ready to put wood in, and I'll probably start it about an hour before they say they're going to leave the house, so that it'll be ready to go. And so tables are set up. We're not going to eat out in the sun, but we are going to try to eat in the camper, maybe where it's cooler. There's room in there to do that. Not that many people coming, so ought to be good. And so this is the start of our 4th of July celebration.
I love you. Oh, yeah.
This fun. Hey, Mama, where do you want this at?
What is it?
Well, we're starting Thursday morning by going up to the lodge to have some lunch. It's actually late morning, early afternoon, and the lodge is beautiful, as you can see. The food is good. The view is incredible. They've got a nice pool on the other side of those trees. As you can probably see if you peek through them, is the lake itself. It's 300 acres is what I found out. So, but it's very nice. The food is good. So this seemed like a good way to start the morning and not having to get up and cook. So we're just going to enjoy that. The lodge has 30, 40 rooms. It's very nice. So if you didn't camp, this would be the perfect place to come and a weekend getaway with your sweetheart or your family to come and do some activities. It's really pretty. Well, it's Thursday afternoon. We're in the camper, and there's thunder and cloud to ground lightning whacking all over the place just to the northwest of us, and drove out and checked the radar, and it looks like they got this nice little red storm. I'll put a picture of it up. Headed right at us, so we brought the awnings in, put away the things that'll blow away, and then we're just going to sit here and watch the trees blow. I don't know if you can see it or not. And you can't see it right now, but you can see the clouds. Yes, you can. So we'll just watch and see what's going on. I know, got to keep my finger out of the way. There we go. Gives you some kind of idea what the clouds look like out there. So we're about to get a storm here. Oh, there you go. Did you catch that? I don't know if you heard that or not, but that was definitely some a lightning strike somewhere close. So we're going to sit here where it's safe, watch a little TV, eat a little popsicle, and wait for it to pass.
Well, it's Thursday evening, the last day before we go home tomorrow, and Jarrett and Jennifer come out. We made some s'mores and just sat around and talked for a bit. It was fun. It's a good way to end the camping trip. It's been a good trip, a little warm but good.